Over the next 60 days, I'm going to try and make $10,000 using some of the most popular side hustles on YouTube, where there's no shortage of side hustles being pitched to us, some of which can make us $1,000 or more per day, or so are the claims. So I want to put this to the test by giving them my best shot. I've been an entrepreneur now for over a decade, and I've made over 7 figures selling online, so I figure I have the credentials to do this. And if you remember from last year when I tried this, I ended up making a decent amount of money, but most of the side hustles I tried ended up being duds. And this time I'm trying all new side hustles. And for anyone who said 30 days wasn't enough, this time I'm even giving it 30 more days to really give this my best shot. And if we do end up making over $10,000 in the next 60 days, I'll be picking one random person who likes and comments in this video to help them make their first $1,000 online. The first side hustle.
In today's video, I'm going to give you the blueprint to quit your 9-to-5 job and become financially free, generating from $3,000 to $10,000 every single day.
So it's day one, and our first side hustle is going to be creating lo-fi beats and posting them to YouTube. He points out how one of the leading channels doing this is making anywhere between $3,000 and $10,000 a day just from ad revenue. But because we only have 60 days, I'm going to have to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to head over to Fiverr.com to try and find some freelancers, help make the copyright music and the animations that we're going to be posting. And right away, my biggest question and concern about this side hustle is that going to freelancing sites, you can see all of these people offering this service, but if it's so lucrative, then why aren't they doing it themselves? Okay, so it's a little later in the day, and after reaching out to about 15 people, I found someone with good reviews that can do both animations and create 1 hour of music. With my budget of about $200, we're able to get about 10 videos. So I've commissioned all of the videos. They should be done in about a week, and let's check back later on in the experiment to see how this ends up doing. Now, staying on Fiverr.com, that takes us to the next side hustle by posting our services on Fiverr. Now, people make a full-time income by posting their services on freelancing sites. So I'm going to post the services myself to see how this goes. Now, after about an hour of looking around on the site, I did find someone who has a gig as a spokesperson, and they have orders ranging from $200 to $320. And by looking at the number of reviews they have, they've made at least $55,000 from this gig alone. Now, I feel like I have the equipment and knowledge to do something like this, so I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes writing up a caption and filming a quick intro video to just post up on the site to see if I can get any traction by offering my service out. So let's check back to see what happens. It's day 2, and I'm starting a new side hustle, and this one costs $0 to start. It's print on demand with Printify. Now, Printify is a service that allows businesses and entrepreneurs to test and launch products with 0 startup costs. And this is huge because many people like myself can spend thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars to launch a product that once it hits market, it ends up just doing lukewarm, like this product that I did a video on a while back. With Printify, you can create your own products, and they're only shipped once they're actually purchased. Now, despite having a strong background in e-commerce, I haven't had the best luck with Printify in the past. But seeing how the current print-on-demand market is worth $6 billion, and it's projected to over 6x that in the coming years, I feel like I need to give this another shot. But this time, I'm doing it with a twist, and that's by harnessing the power of TikTok. With just one video going viral, you can make thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars off of just a single video. And some people have even reported making 6 figures off of just one video alone. But my strategy is I'm going to be reaching out to TikTokers to post my products with an affiliate code. And you may be thinking, Kris, if anyone can do this, why wouldn't this TikToker just make their own product? Well, they can, but number one is they may not be aware of this. And number two, even if they are, it still takes time or money, depending on how you want to do it, to actually test and design successful products. And that's where I'm going to come in. I'm going to do all of the work. I'm going to create the Printify store, create the products, and then give that store link to that person so that they can just make videos and focus on doing what they do best. My goal is to reach out to about 10 to 20 influencers, and I don't know what niche I'm going to go into first, but that's what I'm going to try and figure out today. So after researching, I am going to go with the gaming channels because according to TikTok analytics, 50% of TikTok users watch gaming related content, which accounts for 3 trillion views. If we can collectively get 1 million views across 10 different influencers on multiple videos. If we do 1% of 1% of those in views and sales, that would be 100 orders. Now you may be thinking, okay, well now we can actually start building the store. And we're still not there yet because I want to research these influencers to see what have they currently sold and who are they marketing to. And that's how I'm going to design these products. And I remember when I was fresh out of college applying for jobs, I started getting many more interviews once I started tailoring my application specifically on who I was applying for. And I'm just taking the same strategy here. And to find these influencers to reach out to, there are many sites that you can use this on. I'm probably going to try a couple and just see who ends up responding and I can work out a deal with. Then I can start setting up my store. And I reached out to Printify to see if I could get you guys a special discount. So check out the link down below and whatever offer I have, I will give to you guys. It's day 3 and we are wasting no time over here. The next side hustle I'm going to be setting up is B2B, helping businesses with video and content creation. Now this is going to be the highest priced side hustle that we have, and by landing just 1 or 2 clients, we could do some serious damage towards that 10K goal. And because I want people to take us seriously, we have to have a website. And you may be thinking, I don't want to have to create a website to start a side hustle, but here in 2024, it has never been easier. And to make all of my websites, I do this through Hostinger. So I'm able to purchase my domain and get my hosting all in one for less than a cup of coffee. I went ahead and chose the business package, which will cover all of my needs with this side hustle, including a free domain, email inboxes, AI tools, and much more to automate this entire side hustle. And on top of that, I was able to use the website builder for just an extra $3. The website builder uses AI custom image generation and templates, and you can see this site I'll be using to reach out to clients after spending just a half an hour on creating it. And I reached out to Hostinger for you guys to see if we could get some type of special discount. And for the first 100 users that use my link down below, as well as the code Kris McCauley, it will make you eligible for 3 free months. But once the website's created, it still doesn't answer. How do you get customers? Now, last time I tried something similar to this, I would reach out to cold leads of businesses that didn't even know who I am. And that works. There are a lot of businesses that grow using this. However, I'm trying a different approach this time. Alex Hormozy, in his newest book, $100 Million Leads, says that you should reach out to people that you already know in your current network. So I'm reaching out to 100 people that are in my network and asking them if them or if someone they know needs help with videography. That's what I'm spending my time on today. Let's see what happens. Now it's day 5. I just opened up my email and I can see that we got some leads on the videography work. I have some friends of friends that are partnered with a health clinic in Tijuana, and it looks like here in a couple of weeks I'm going to be flying out and doing some video work for them. But it's 6 a.m. and that's not the reason why I'm up so early. And that's because today we are starting the next side hustle, day trading. Now I'm very familiar with investing, but I've never been much of a day trader. I've heard of people making a full-time income doing this. I just haven't invested the time to learn how. And like any skill, I understand that it would be unfair expectations to think that I could learn and profitably do this in 60 days. So I have a friend who knows some guys who make 6 figures a year by doing this full time, and they teach people how to do it. So they have a free course that I'm going to take, and then from there, I'm going to try and make some trades. Now I am starting with 5 grand. So unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, with trading, it takes money to make money. But according to Mike, the guy who runs the course,
good risk to reward. If I'm risking 1%, I'd like to at least know that I'm going to get 1%. And the best trades are when you're risking 1 to make, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes on, right?
So with my math, if I can start trading by day 45 to 50, and I can make 2 trades a week that make 2% per trade, that would be about $1,400. Now to clarify, this is the only side hustle where I'm starting up with my own capital with something like this. Now closing out day 5, I'm going to be starting the last side hustle in this experiment, drop shipping on eBay and Walmart. Now my background in e-commerce involves buying products up front in bulk cost. I've never really done too much drop shipping. Since this is slightly out of my expertise, I'm going to be reaching out to 10 to 15 experts that do this full time and then building my team around the person that I like the best. And because I already do have an eBay and Walmart store established, I'm able to start on this immediately once I find the individual I want to work with. And that's what I did. Over the next 55 days, I worked and tweaked things across all of these side hustles, and here are the results. Okay, so with Fiverr, over 60 days, I managed to land 2 orders for a total of $400. But after the Fiverr fees and then paying my team to edit the content, it ended up being $335 net. The lo-fi animation channels did not do too good. So after 40 days of the videos being posted, I managed to get all of the videos posted by day 20. I netted 60 subscribers, which isn't even enough for YouTube monetization. But to be fair, I think that you could make money doing this. I think 60 days isn't even close enough to give this a fair shot. But to be fair, the space is so competitive now. I just don't have a level of understanding and the passion to need to understand how to do this. For anyone telling you this is easy or that anyone can do this, I beg to differ. I think anyone can, but it's going to take a lot of work. So that was a negative $200. So right now our total is $135. But with our Printify store, things start to get better. We launched 4 products. One was a wireless charging pad, a mouse pad, phone cases, and a speaker. And across all of those 4 products and 10 different influencers, we got 125 sales for an average profit of $15.25 per sale. And that means that we netted $1,906.25. But we had to pay the influencers. So I ended up working out a deal with the influencers to where they would get 25% of the profit. And so that means that we had to pay out $475, which means we only actually made about a little over $1,400. But with the video shoot, okay, so I ended up flying to Tijuana and I did some filming for this health clinic and they paid me $2K, but after paying my team, I netted about $1,850. I don't know how much more of that I'm gonna do. It was really time consuming, but it was a ton of fun. Okay, so stock trading. I'm going to post my trade log in the private Discord. So if you wanna see that, you can check out the link down below. But my starting balance after fees, once I uploaded my money, it was $4,950. And my ending balance after 18 trades was $6,325, making an unrealized gain, because I haven't cashed out yet, of $1,325. And all of these trades came from their morning live stream. I do not feel confident making my own trades as of yet, but they have an amazing live stream in the morning and I was able to make some profitable trades in there. Now moving on to eBay and Walmart drop shipping. I ended up building my team and after 60 days, here are the results. So the first 30 days collectively, nothing crazy. I made a little over $600 across the 2 platforms, but it was the eBay store on the 2nd month that went really well for me. I ended up making a little over $3,400 in profit. After paying my team for the 2 months collectively, I made just over $3,200 across the dropshipping stores. Now, on top of that, I ended up getting a new credit card to purchase these orders from. And once I met that sign-on bonus, I got an additional $1,000 cash back. Now, this credit card was $200 per year, so I have to subtract that. But after that, I profited an additional $800, which is not really tied to the dropshipping, but it's a free $800 I'm gonna add to the total. Now, after the 60 days, I did not meet the 10K goal, but for anyone who's interested in working with me on dropshipping, you're more than welcome to check out the link down below. I'm taking 50 people to work with. The only way I make money is if you make money. So I knew these side hustles weren't going to be easy. And there were even a few side hustles that didn't even make this video. But if you want to see a few more side hustles that ended up making me some money, check out this video right here. Until then, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.